Welcome to Spiritual Dessert Trews for Russell Brand and other people. God picked the chapter. I'm not sure. I never am sure. Conversion. If my jaunt to Hollywood and pop star nuptials represented the penetration of one establishment, the show business machine, then unavoidably I must address the alliance I have since been in. I occasionally have been in the company of people at the upper echelons of the British establishment. I met a Rothschild the other day. A Rothschild? I still go on websites that say they might be lizards. Lizard Illuminati. One website accused me of being Illuminati. Me, old Russ. No. I've seen your eyes. They're like a deer caught in headlights. I was too flabbergasted. I squashed one of the eggs I was incubating. Always joking. Let me tell you now, if there is an Illuminati, and I hope there is, it gives us a clear target, and they ask me to join, I will sprint out of that Masonic temple and announce it on the internet. I can't imagine the Rothschild lady I met was in it either. She seemed kind of sweet and erratic. That's not to say that other members of the family aren't attending Bilderberg meetings and giggling at the back of the fun bus. I'm not Illuminati. I always giggle. I'm not either. My mate says you can't make love from hate. There's enough antipathy, judgment, and bile, pop Fox News on, and they're giving it away. Perhaps even the Bilderbergs, Illuminati, lizards, can be guided back to humanity. My attitude to the establishment is comparable to my feelings towards the police. Of course, I feel a visceral clench of antipathy when I encounter them. But if our objective is harmony, we must ensure its presence in the one place we can control ourselves. Usually, when I've met the people who are meant to be in a position of power, I've made sure to give them a damn good soul stare. You've done that to me. I fell in. Oh my gosh. You know, look right in their eyes, through the blackness of the pupils, into whatever conscious field exists within. Then lock the eyes on, but let them gently defocus so that the defined parameters of the visual physical go blurry, and you can feel the energy behind it, the unseeable energy that isn't made of photons. Then, if your mind is quiet, you will be informed of the quality of their essence, or at least of the manifest persona that they believe themselves to be. Gordon Brown, kind, bewildered. Prince Charles, lost jocundity. George Osborne, naive heat. Miliband, earnest angst. I'm beginning to recognize a pattern here. In each case, they seem edgy, and they were all meeting me. Yeah, that's what they had in common. Oh, it's funny. If an observed electron alters its behavior when it interacts with the consciousness of the observer, how the F are we meant to get an honest reaction out of George Osborne? Impossible. Especially if you're bogging at him. Like Darren Brown. That'd make anyone clammy. My point is, of course, they're human beings who are born and will die, all on a journey to oneness with the source, while dealing with varying degrees of distraction. If, in my heart of hearts, I know the only productive attitude to have towards a pedophile, is one of loving, inclusive, rehabilitative tolerance, how can I not afford the same stance to George Osborne? You'll have to read the next sentence yourself. Mine is kid-rated. At some posh do that I recently attended, all the way there justifying it to myself, trying to find a way to say it wasn't hypocritical. I discovered on arrival that Prince Andrew was in the house. What am I meant to do? Smack him in the mouth? Knock over a teapot and tell him he's at the heart of an institution that's responsible for the death and suffering of millions of normal people? wipe my burn on a tenor and say, "That's what I think of your old tit," and throw it at him? What would my ex have said? Thank God, the answer lies in spirituality, an attitude of loving tolerance on our mutual journey to manifesting divine will. I mean, if Gandhi can write a letter to Hitler, lovingly requesting that he step back from genocide, that went well, then surely I can have a polite crumpet with Air Force Andy without wanking in the sugar bowl. Here's what I can tell you from the establishment's dark heart. They're lost too. They're as lost as me and you, looking for love and redemption, waddling toddlers in their mums' high-heeled shoes, trying to look like they know what to do. A lady went to the loo and left me and Andrew one-on-one, and we were both stumped. Neither of us knew what to do. Just scratch the record off. We're naked under our clothes. And I'm usually naked. It's too cold. And I have to leave soon. I'm already late. It's nothing new. It's just impossible. And I'm a vegan, so I can't eat anything. I love you all, but I already know. I can only eat what I brought. And I didn't bring it yet. Oh, man. Going back. We're naked under our clothes. We both know what it's like to need to fart and hold it in. Or not be able to get a hard on. I have no idea what that feels like. Or worry what a bloke across the room might be looking at your bird. My bird? Oh, that's right. I'm a bird. And you might have to fight him, but he looks well hard. Well, Andrew might not get that last one. He can call M15 and get the bloke killed. What does a baby think before he can recognize his face in a mirror? Before he's taught his name? Before he's drummed into stagnant separation? Cordoned off from the infinite oneness? Love is innate. We must be taught to hate, and now we must unlearn it. As the Buddhists say, let it burn. That which needs to burn, let it burn. On that burning note. Love you. Kiss, kiss. I'm already late. Love you.